Alrighty, everyone. Well, taxes, death, and Jurassic World movies making over $1 billion. There are basically only three certainties in life because the first three, and the only three, Jurassic World movies, not Jurassic Park, but Jurassic World movies, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and Jurassic World Dominion have each made over $1 billion. And now, we are going to be getting the fourth installment, technically, in the Jurassic World franchise, which is a sub-franchise within the Jurassic Park franchise. So I guess this is technically the seventh Jurassic Park film to be coming out, Jurassic World Rebirth. And we have our first trailer. This was a big week for trailers ahead of the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl itself, which I'm sure we'll still be getting some of these trailers in condensed form, but, releasing them beforehand. Obviously, we'll talk about the Fantastic Four trailer in just a little bit, but we also have to talk about this big trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth, which, just for a little bit of context, a little bit of background here, I was never the biggest fan of the Jurassic World franchise, but I will say they had their entertainment values. Obviously, Jurassic Park is the gold standard. It's an amazing film. It's awesome. Still holds up incredibly well. I don't think I've seen Jurassic Park: The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 in a long, long time. And then, I liked Jurassic World enough. I thought Chris Pratt was pretty good, pretty charismatic. This was in his, when he was starting to ascend to his peak. This was right after Guardians of the Galaxy, and he did Jurassic World, and all of a sudden, he was in the Lego movie, and he was just becoming that iconic actor. There was a little bit of backlash later on, where people were like, hey, you're in Mario, you're a Lego movie, you're Garfield, like, what's going on here? And so that, that kind of became a little bit of a joke within the fan community. But this was at the time when he was really making his ascent in Hollywood. Also off the heels of Parks and Rec, obviously, where he was playing Andy Dwyer. But anyways, Jurassic World 1 I really liked. I thought it was really solid. It was good. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I remember watching the theater. I haven't seen it since. And I just didn't like it. Didn't have a good time at all. It was a confusing film to me in the sense of how do you make a film about dinosaurs this uninteresting? In a weird way, the auction was strange and the clone girl was strange. And then we get to Jurassic World Dominion. And yeah, sure, let's do the thing. Let's do the thing that everyone does. Let's bring the old cast back together. And yeah, it was good to see them. Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and of course Jeff Goldblum, right? Of course it's great to see them. But locusts? We're going to make this movie about locusts? Again, another film where, I was kind of dozing off between the action sequences, which the action sequences, like the one in Europe, I think. Was it in Europe? I believe so. I forget which country. But that was fun. It was really fun and interesting. And then, the ending stuff, sure, great. Where they're kind of in the forest or the jungle near the facility, whatever. That was fine. That was good and all. But everything else in between, I was like, why are we talking about bugs? What's going on here? So, yeah, I personally was not a big fan of Jurassic World 2 and 3. And yet, like I said, death, taxes, and Jurassic World movies making over $1 billion. The second one made easily over $1 billion, and the third one just barely made over $1 billion. So, bottom line is that the concept still is king, right? The concept of dinosaurs and this Jurassic Park franchise is still a box office draw. And so I watched the trailer thinking, okay, you know what? I'm interested. I'm here for a good time. I watched the trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth, and I thought, yep, I'm on board. Because look, does this film look like it's breaking any new ground here? No. I think they said in the trailer they're going back to the original island. So am I correct in assuming that this is Isla Nublar, the original island from Jurassic Park? Maybe. It seems like it, right? Which I thought that's what they kind of did. Or was Jurassic World the first one in a different island? Anyways, they've done this whole thing where we return to the island and whatever. And so, yeah, at least the third one, Jurassic World Dominion, kind of tried to do something a little bit different. Didn't really work, but still, they tried to do something different. But even then, that film, where you had dinosaurs roaming the entire Earth, still had its finale in a facility, basically. So that's what Jurassic Park and Jurassic World films do. They just put the characters on an island and make them try to survive. That being said, this movie looks fun. It looks incredibly fun. Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and Jonathan Bailey, great casting. I think that's great, and it's encouraging to see actors of that caliber be interested in a film like this. And again, it's directed by Gareth Edwards, who directed Rogue One, or, supposedly directed most of Rogue One, because we know the whole Tony Gilroy saga. But anyways, he's still a good director. And, I think that his sensibilities would play well with these dinosaurs. The dinosaurs look cool. The dinosaurs look fun. There's a semblance of a plot. It looks like where they're trying to get DNA to cure some disease. Okay, fine, whatever. Why are we going back to the island again? I don't know. But it doesn't really matter to me because this looks fun. And honestly, for these Jurassic World films, that's the bar to clear. The film just has to be fun enough, and it will make $1 billion, right? I think that it's one of the most interesting and most valuable IPs because people, the bar to clear with just dinosaur action is very low. And I think that, based on this, I thought the trailer was satisfying enough where I was like, yeah, this looks fun. I'm interested. The fact that it's a new slate, because yeah, if this was Jurassic World 4 and Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard were coming back, I'd be like, yeah, I mean, if the trailer looks fun, sure, I'm on board. But fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, right? Fool me 4 times, and it's like, well, what are we doing here? But I mean, with a new cast, you could fool me into thinking that, yeah, this is something different, this is something new, although, of course, it's still taking place in the same franchise. But I think, the stuff at the end with the dinosaur in the water looks fun. The flying, I don't know if they're pterodactyls or whatever, the flying dinosaurs scene looked fun. Mahershala Ali looks like he's having a great time. Scarlett Johansson she's playing the kind of, I don't know what she is, like a weapons expert or something, but she looks, cool. And then, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else we could expect from a Jurassic World trailer. We're not expecting the first trailer for Oppenheimer here. We're not expecting a political thriller with dinosaurs. If we get to that point where Christopher Nolan is out here directing Jurassic World 17 and it's a political thriller starring, I don't know, the Timothée Chalamet, 50-year-old Timothée Chalamet, I think something either went very right or very wrong for this franchise. So anyways, I think that this trailer is pretty much everything that we could have hoped for, and I am personally somewhat excited. I think July is going to be really fun. Guys, July 2025, Jurassic World Rebirth, Superman, and Fantastic Four First Steps. So excited for that. It's going to be a really fun time at the movies. Cannot wait for that. So guys, what did you think of this first trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth? Are you interested in the film, or are you just kind of over it based on the last couple of films? Maybe you really liked the last couple of films. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts were on this trailer down below.